All right, guys, we're going to take a look at the Seiko Presage sarx029. Now, this is not a regular Presage, and quite frankly, I don't have a problem saying that this is the best looking, affordable-ish, dressy style watch I've ever checked out from Seiko. So, and we'll look at it as a whole. So we'll break it down and then we'll look at it as a whole, and I'll tell you why I make that claim. But you can see right away the thing is just fantastic looking. The dial is a Urushi enamel dial. It is handcrafted by a master craftsman in Japan that they use, that Seiko commissions to do it. I believe they call him, and I'm probably going to butcher this name, I apologize. It is Tokanawaza. I know I'm probably messing that up bad, guys. I'm sorry. But the guy is a master at creating dials because this thing looks amazing. It is super ink black enamel dial with, you know, the printing of the Roman numerals, and you can see that there is, you know, different layers in the finishing, and that's why you get like some weird reflections on it. And it's because it is handcrafted. So you're not going to have that crazy perfection of a machine type thing. And that's what kind of draws you into this dial. Of course, the handset and the crescent on the back side of the seconds hand and the beautiful Roman printing on it and everything, the black date wheel, it all like ties together really good. So let's talk about the size real quick. It is a 40.5 millimeter case. The lug to lug is a 47.5 non-drilled lugs. It is just over 12 millimeter thick, including that ever so slightly domed sapphire crystal. 20 millimeter lug width. This particular bracelet tapers down to 18 mil, and we'll talk about that in a second. This does not come with this bracelet, but well, we'll get into it right now. So my buddy Doug bought this watch. He went on a bit of a buying spree. I don't even think he ever wore this watch. I know he never wore the watch because he didn't size the bracelet, and the leather strap that it comes on is still brand new. So he went on a bit of a buying spree. We all do it. It happens. And he went shopping pretty heavily at Gnome & Watch. And they have this sarx029 listed at around $850. But additionally, I didn't even realize you could do this at Gnome & Watch. Just go there. I'll put a link in the description, but just go to Gnome and type in Seiko bracelet. They have like all the bracelets available that you can possibly think of buying. And, you know, it's going to be a trusted source and it's easy to get. So this is the Presage bracelet that fits most of the Presage watches out there. There's no like part number listed with it, but the bracelet is $190. And I know that's a lot of money for a bracelet, but if you want that factory tie-in with it and keeping it all Seiko, and it's a great looking bracelet on top of that, and it fits really good, then, you know, you just pony up, pay the $190 and you're done. I mean, it is a nice bracelet. I've obviously had nicer bracelets, but I've also had much worse, and this one works with this watch really well. So pretty smart choice. So all in, I mean, he's definitely in over $1,000, but not much more. And when you look at the pricing on the sarx029, like say if you just go to eBay, they kind of hover, give or take, around $1,000. So he was not out of line on purchasing this at all, I don't believe. So I'll if I have a moment, I'll swap it out so you can see it on the strap, because the strap is really nice too. They actually have a bit of thread here that ties in with that handset, and you know, it'll look really good on the black. And in many cases, I think people would prefer it on that strap. And this is a really good quality strap. So I read somewhere that people aren't sure if it's alligator or leather. It smells like leather. So I'm assuming it's leather, or at least it's leather on the backside, and then maybe it's skinned out with alligator, but it smells like leather. So that might be authentic alligator on top. I don't know how they do that, but it is super flexible, comfortable, and of high quality. And then, of course, you have this buckle system here. So you're getting a really good package. So now, when we're talking about the package, the one thing that really drew me in is the case shape. I don't recall seeing a dressy style watch where Seiko bellied this out, much like you would see on a hydroformed case, or maybe like a Rolex Sport model where it's bellied out like that. And I really like it. It's a nice high polish. It looks great and it wears great. I just am really drawn to sport and dress watches that have that case shape to them. And then on the dial, of course, is the real draw. You're just going to have that beautiful dial. Really nice Roman print on there. And then other than that, I mean, you have the brand, Seiko, of course, automatic 23 jewels, because this is a 6R15. I'll show you on the display case back here in a minute. But you can see a little bit of deviation around the openings of the dial. So like where the stems are, or the stem for the handset, and of course the date cutout. And that's also framed in the same tone as the handset. And then of course the black date wheel. You also notice that they included the number 3 Roman numeral where the date wheel is. Instead of excluding it, they just shrunk it down. That's a really nice feature. I like that attention to detail. It's a push-pull crown, signed crown, nothing crazy there. And then, of course, you have the display case back for the 6R15. It's not decorated or anything. Kind of wish Seiko had like maybe a decorated 615 maybe to stuff in some of these little bit higher end watches, but that's nitpicky. But you know, if you're going to go through the trouble of doing the display back on a close to $1,000 watch, you know, put some swirl marks on that thing for me. You know, give me something a little special on the rotor or something. I don't know, do something for me. That's all I ask. But maybe I'm asking too much. They already did something on the front side, and that's what you're really going to see. So let me see if I can get a wrist shot of this on the bracelet. Of course, it's not sized, but you'll still get an idea of what it's going to look like on a 7 1/4 wrist. Yeah, this bracelet's super long. So you can see just total sweet spot for this watch. If I were into dress watches, I would easily rock this watch. I love the Roman numerals on that insane black dial, and then a, you know, simple everything else. It's just, and plus it has the date. So, and the case is just beautiful. So I would easily rock this thing. Of course, there's no lume, so we're not going to do a lume shot. But I feel like I should probably throw that strap on. So, and poof, there it is on the factory strap that it comes on. And really, that's all you would need. You don't need the bracelet. The strap that it comes on is wonderful. Like, it's easily, if you're going to wear it as a dress watch, this is the strap. You're probably going to want to wear it on anyway. It's super comfortable. It's going to break in really nice, and it matches the watch. So, see if I can pop it off real quick. And I did it like I see a lot of these. I know people think that's weird, but I guess that's the way you do them. So I think it looks great on the black. If you want it on bracelet, then I think getting the Seiko bracelet to go with it for just under $200 is probably a good move, but I don't think I would bother, to be honest with you. I think it really does belong on this black strap here, especially with that gold colored thread to tie in with the handset and the date frame there. Also the automatic and 23 jewel printing on the dial, or on the dial. So excellent watch. Big thanks to Doug for lending this in and sharing this with us. It also comes with this tag, which is also kind of in that black inky dial look to it. So big thanks to you guys for watching. I appreciate it as always, and I'll see you on the next video.